Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Relax. Have some fun with life. Laugh at yourself. Laugh at your problems. Get over it. Stop giving yourself excuses and get to work. Life isn't given to you. You got to earn it. Nobody's going to feed you like a baby till you die. Get tough with yourself. You can do it. Everyone here can do this. It's always hard to change habits. The longer you've had them, the harder they are to change. But if you begin by refusing to force any word, you can't stutter, and you never will. You say, but I want to, that's what I do, but you don't. I've given you two simple suggestions here. I wrote a 700-page book that answers your question right here, How to Stop Stuttering and Love Speaking. I then wrote it in 80 pages, Stop Stuttering Short Course, and now I'm trying to give it to you in less than a minute. And what I'm saying to you is, never force a word. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. When you shut your mouth, all fear is gone. Take a 2 count. 1001, 1002 with your mouth shut. And start again. We've got 13 crutches, but I'm boiling it down to 2. Either say any word other than the one you're blocked on. Any word other than. If I can't say Lee, I don't say it. I say I'm Lee, so Lee, well Lee, and Lee, my name is Lee. When I'm blocked on Lee, I'm blocked only on Lee. Every other word I know is free. Pick one. Don't plan it in advance. Oh, I'll say my name is. No, don't plan it. Just any other word will do. Any other word. And connect that word to the blocked word. So Lee, Miguel, and Miguel. My name is Miguel. As long as you have no break between the word you insert and Miguel, you will never stutter on Miguel again as long as you live. Anywhere, anytime. But do you have to follow the rule? Yes. You say, well, it's hard. Of course it's hard. It's hard to learn anything new. But life is about learning. Life is about change. Life is about improving. Life is about getting smarter and getting better. You don't have to be the best at anything. You've got to be the best that you can be personally. And when you are the best you can be, guess what? You're going to be good enough to do virtually anything you want to do. And that's a fact. I don't know you, but I know that's a fact. I have 4 sons, 13 grandchildren, 6 great-grandchildren. I say the same things to them that I say to you. Some are smarter, dumber, richer, poorer, taller, fatter, thinner, more handsome, less handsome. It doesn't matter. If you do your best, you're going to make it. You're going to create a good life for yourself. Don't find yourself. Create yourself. You can do it. You will do it. And you won't settle for anything less than your best. When you do that, thumbs up, mate. You're finished stuttering.
What would be your advice for someone who, because of their work or other life situations, is not able to climb the fluency ladder rung by rung, right? Where they're constantly faced with situations at the top of their fluency ladder.
Many people that come to us their work requires them to talk constantly under pressure. Some of them are doing online sales on the phone. And as you well know, the phone for a lot of stutterers is a really tough situation, tougher than just a person. So, they got to do it. It's their living, and they're suffering and struggling, and it's affecting their income. And some of these people are married and have children, and they need to produce and so forth. So it is a significant problem. But Confucius said the longest journey begins with the first step, and the first step in defeating stuttering is to refuse to force a word. Now, if you make that decision and if you enforce it on yourself, I will not force a word. I won't do that anymore. I will not say any word that I can't say. I'll find another solution. When you got to make that decision, you say, well, it's hard. It's a habit, but you've got to stop talking, take a 2 count, and look, you can either start with a sound or you can start with another word. Those are two. I'm trying to always simplify the solutions. And that's as simple as I can make it at this time. Shut your mouth. As long as you force words, you're going to stutter to your grave. I don't care who you are. You're not only beating stuttering, you're becoming the best speaker you probably know. That's what you're doing. And one day you're going to wake up and realize that's who you are. And sometimes people may even tell you how well you speak, and you'll be shocked.
What is the average time for an affirmation to have an impact on the mind?
That Shocky, that's going to vary from person to person. And it will also vary with how many times they repeat a contrary positive thought. If my problem is thinking, fearing, and forcing words, as is the case with many stutterers, when I'm going to try and implant another thought in my mind. And every mind thinks sequentially, one thought at a time, more or less. People say, "Oh, I'm multitasking." What they're really doing is one thing, but they're doing it not as well as they should because their mind is fractionalized a little bit. The mind really only wants to think one thing at a time. That's the way it's set up. So when you plant a serious thought, I love to speak. I love to speak. You're thinking, I'm going to say it like I mean it. I'm going to do that. You let your head move, your torso moves, maybe your hands some. You're not a statue. You're not a mannequin. You're a person. Relax. Have some fun with life. Laugh at yourself. Laugh at your problems. You can beat most of them. And life isn't what it is. My favorite saying is life is how you choose to see it. You are how you choose to see you. Now, all you have to be is something in the general range of, quote, normal or average. That's all we need to be. And then we need to do our best. And when we do that, we separate ourselves from a lot of other people because so many people don't do their best. They just don't do their best. And that's very sad for them and for the world. But we're dealing with you right now, and you're dealing with us, and we're together, and we're trying to say we're going to do our best, whatever that is. So,
And thank you to Coach Lee for sharing your never-ending wisdom. I wanted to share two of my favorite quotes from your book that emphasize the importance of positive affirmations for me with prevailing over my self-doubt, which were, "Evil cannot enter a mind that is already full," and that "an idle mind is the devil's playground." So with these two quotes, I learned that not only must we fill our minds with positivity, but even when we're idly not thinking anything, that could allow way for doubts to creep in. So these two quotes help keep me honest with keeping up with the affirmations and staying as positive as I can throughout each day.
What are we supposed to do if we stutter under pressure? Because Lee said we have to keep our mouth closed when we feel like we're going to bug on a word. But for most stutters, when we stutter under pressure, it's kind of hard to remember to use the crutches. So I think you want to get more advice on how to handle situation when you feel like it's being pressured to speak. I have the same issue when I'm pressured to speak or when I'm stressed, then I will be bugging on random words. But I'm trying to remember to slow down.
the bottom line is with most things in life, nobody can make you force words, and nobody can make you stop forcing words except you. And you say it's hard. So is getting out of bed at a certain age. Everything's hard. So what? You got to do it. Nobody here is going to solve your problems for you. You got to solve your own. And it's fun. And you can do it and you will do it, but you got to do it. You got to do it. So, well, it's hard. Well, I'm sorry. But that's what life is. You got part of growing up is learning, is disciplining yourself to do certain things. And look, the main cause of stuttering is inferiority complexes. And I've had my share of them, I'll guarantee you that. And you've had them, you've had your share too, or you wouldn't be here.
Right. I do agree with that. So I'm trying to be comfortable with the random silence because around me, everybody speak fast. And I feel like when I am the one who slow down in the office or just take a break, I'm not comfortable with that random silence. I need to force myself to remember that it's okay to be slow. It's okay to take your time. And I shouldn't feel ashamed of taking my time.
Yes, you need to take your time, and it takes whatever time it takes. But you got to keep working at it until you can do it. And nobody is going to stop your stuttering except you. As long as you let yourself force words, I guarantee you, you'll stutter till you'll die. You'll never quit. You're looking at hundreds of people in WSSA that have posted Stop Stuttering stories. Some of them are here today. I'm one of them. Come on. If we don't do anything you can't do, get over it. Stop giving yourself excuses and get to work. Life isn't given to you. You got to earn it. Nobody's going to feed you like a baby till you die. I don't mean to be too extreme or harsh or anything else, but there comes a point when we have to take a stand with ourselves. Don't force the word. Apply the rules. Learn the rules. Yes, it takes practice, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. After a while, you don't need the rules. I don't need them. I love to speak. I long ago drank my Kool-Aid. I believe what I say. It's wonderful. And I'm not doing anything you can't do. But did it come easily to me? Did it happen the first time I tried? Or the second or the third or the 23rd? No. I did it and did it and did it until I could do it. But you just remember, every time you force a word, you're guaranteeing stuttering. You're going to continue to stutter. Go ahead if that's what you want to do. That's up to you. You want to stop? Stop forcing words. Right now, you forced your last word. You're finished. Get tough with yourself. You can do it. Everyone here can do this. Antonio.
Thank you very much, Coach Lee. All right. It's time to close our meeting. I hope that you enjoyed exchanging thoughts with ex-stutterers and those fast becoming ex-stutterers. I will end now with our motto. If you can say one word anywhere, anytime, you can say and love to say any words, anywhere, anytime. Until next Saturday, have a great weekend.